So today is December 1st, and that marks 3 months since I've been on the ketogenic diet. I weighed myself today, but before we get into that, let's talk about Thanksgiving. So by the time Thanksgiving came around, I had been on the keto diet for more than 2.5 months, and I was really struggling to determine whether or not I was going to cheat on Thanksgiving. There are a lot of different thought processes when it comes to cheating and the holidays and things like that. On one side, it's Thanksgiving is just a day like any other day. Just eat the way you would normally eat like any other day. There's no reason to take yourself out of ketosis or to cheat. It's just one day that shouldn't derail your progress. On the other hand, it's a holiday, there's family, it literally happens one time a year. What's the harm in, eating food that I wouldn't otherwise normally eat, especially if I'm going to get back on right the next day. So I was struggling, trying to decide, okay, am I going to, am I not going to? And I was really putting a lot of thought into it because I was getting disheartened with the thought of cheating on the ketogenic diet. I started on September 1st and I had been successful every single day up until Thanksgiving. And so I was wondering, am I really going to, go off plan when this is the longest I've ever been able to stick to any diet ever? And when the time came to it, I decided that I was going to enjoy Thanksgiving. My sister is an excellent cook, and I knew that she was gonna be cooking, and I knew that I was gonna be eating. After I really thought about it, it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks that I wasn't having a cheat meal, I was having a choice meal. And that sounds like really corny, and I don't know if I'm like the first person that ever said that, which I'm sure I'm not, but I wasn't looking at the food as, okay, I'm cheating on my diet, now I get to eat these delicious high carb foods that I secretly wanted all this time. It was more of, you know what, this day happens once a year, I'm gonna be eating food that isn't cooked any other time of the year, and I'll just limit it to today, and I'll limit it to, decent portions. Just because I was gonna be eating carbs didn't mean I needed to, binge on carbs. There's a difference between even having a regular meal and binging anyway. So even just being able to stick to having a decent sized meal with decent sized portions, but of foods that are high carb that I don't traditionally eat, such as stuffing, such as macaroni and cheese, such as traditional desserts like pecan pies and chocolate cakes and things like that. I ate on Thanksgiving, and I did not feel bad about it because I didn't binge and I made a choice that I knew wouldn't set me back. Or this wasn't a falling off the wagon, it was simply making a choice to eat on a holiday, and then the next day I'm right back to it. I'm really proud of myself for that, first of all, because I can tell you in years past, whenever I've been on an eating plan or a diet around Thanksgiving, the thought process has always been, okay, I'm gonna eat on Thanksgiving and enjoy myself, and then I'm gonna get right back to it. But then before you know it, Black Friday hits and you're off work, so you're out shopping, so you're eating bad. And then by the time Saturday rolls around, it's the weekend. So you're just like, how about I just take these 4 days off and get back to it on Monday? So eating bad on Thanksgiving turns into a whole weekend of eating bad. And that did not happen for me. I went off plan on Thanksgiving, and even to get myself back on the next day, I went on a 20-hour fast. So I stopped eating around 7 o'clock Thanksgiving night, and then on the next day, I didn't have my first meal till, 3 o'clock, just to give my body a chance to burn through all of the carbs. So I was really determined to set myself back up to be successful. Now I will say that it is December 1st, and so it's about a week later, and I'm still registering trace to low ketones. I'm using the urine strips, which everyone will say is useless, but I still think it's good to tell if you have any ketones free flowing throughout your body. So it's still quite trace to low. So even 6 days later, it's taken me a while to bounce back and to really get those ketones back up. So that is a really good indicator that even one day of eating off plan can throw you out of ketosis for about a week. Now I'm sure that's only because I've been on the plan for 2.5 months. The longer you go in ketosis and eating low carb, the easier it'll be for you to get back into ketosis. Hence, I'm not too worried. I got all of December to set this straight. I'm trying to decide, looking forward to Christmas. Am I gonna do it again? Was Thanksgiving enough? Really, Thanksgiving is the true food holiday to me. Christmas is, about other stuff. So maybe it won't even make sense to go off plan on Christmas, and I'll have, once again, the full month of getting back to my weight loss. But speaking of weight loss, what did me eating off plan on Thanksgiving do? Did I gain weight? Did I lose weight? Did I maintain? Well, let's take a look. As you can see today, I weighed in at 193.4 pounds and I am ecstatic. That means that it was a 2.1 pound weight loss for the month of November. But just saying, 5 days ago, I ate a really high carb meal. So to still be able to eat, the delicious keto food all throughout the month, and to have a high carb day so close to my weigh-in, and to still have netted 2 pounds for the month, I am very pleased and I will take that. Because even before Thanksgiving, this whole month of November, I was a little lazy, I would say, in terms of making sure I was hitting my macros, really watching the quality of what I was eating. So that's another thing that I've noticed in learning to listen to my body. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice that earlier in the month, I made this keto lasagna, which was so good. Words cannot describe how it was so good, but it was also mostly just cheese. And so I ate that for like 6 days in a row. And needless to say, my digestion wasn't really doing what it should during that time. So to be able to have those ups and downs of eating food that necessarily didn't aid in my weight loss, and also, once again, eat on Thanksgiving and just feel good about being able to spend time with family and enjoy the meal, and to still come out 2 pounds down, that is a win. That is a win, ladies and gentlemen, and I will take it. All right, I will check back with you on January 1st, 2018. Where's the year? Where did it go? I don't know. So I'm gonna focus hard on the types of food that I'm eating, the quality of the fats, things like that. Thanks for watching, and I'll check in with you next month.